Hello, Divine Soul. It's Anna T. Brooks, Sovereign Energy Alchemist, and welcome to this week's weekly Oracle card energy reading for the week May 3rd to the 9th of 2021. We are in May. We have made it. This year is flying by. So say hello when you're jumping on to watch this. Say hello whether you're new here or coming back. I welcome you. Hello, hello, hello. So to introduce, for anyone who's new and doesn't understand yet how these readings work, so I do my own version of a reading where I pull 3 cards from the one deck and I look at mind, body and soul. So for the weekly energies, there's going to be the mind card, which covers the conscious energies, the things you're going to be thinking about, the things you're going to be aware that other people are thinking about, the really, really conscious energies of the week that is going to be very clear in what's going on. The body card is more about the physical, it could be around you specifically, your own physical body and your own physical presence. And it can also be to do with the situations, people around you, the tangible things that you can see happening in your life this week. And finally, the soul card is more around the underlying subconscious energies. So things that are brewing, things that you can kind of feel are there, but you can't put your finger on it. And I'm going to actually enlighten you and let you know what that is, so you kind of already have the heads up on what's going on and what is actually going on underneath all of this other energy. So I love to use the Work Your Light Oracle card deck by Rebecca Campbell. This is one of my absolute favorite decks, and this is the one that I use for this reading because I find that the cards are just perfect for this. So what I will do is I will go through every card one by one and explain them. I'm going to also read from the guidebook, so you do actually get the full picture. And then I always like to give my own kind of intuitive hit, the way that the information gets downloaded and processed by me. So I will share that also. I feel like there was something else I was meant to say, most likely, yes. Yes, and I always take the time before I actually press record for this to tune in, to meditate, and to take some time to pull the cards ahead of time so that they're all ready to go already, the 3 cards for this reading. So before I begin, I want to kind of preface this by kind of giving my own touch of what I feel is going on, and especially going into this week of the 3rd to the 9th of May. We are now well and truly in Taurus season. This is a very different energy to what we've come through from Aries. So it's a very dynamic. It's a very opposite to dynamic. It's a very stable. It's a very grounded. It's a very earthy energy, and I think it's coming through in the cards that I've pulled this week, of different areas that you can kind of look to for support and look to for growth and development this week, and where the lucky lucky energy lies. So that's what I wanted to start off with, because I will refer back to this. I always love to feed in my understanding of astrology alongside these cards, and I find that when you kind of combine the two, you really get a bigger picture of what's going on. So let's begin. So the very first card for mind that has come through, so this is for the conscious energies for the week. Guess what? It's birthing a new age. So for those of you that watch this every week, you will remember this card has come up a few times. Most recently, it was only probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago that birthing a new age came up as well, really moving into the Aries energy, and now it's coming up again. So let me read from the book first for you so that you can get a feel for it. I highly recommend as well, if you're working on your intuitive skills and your own psychic abilities, to take a deep breath before I read from the guidebook. You can even close your eyes if you wish to, and just really pay attention to your body. It will let you know when there's a specific message, a specific sentence or area or a paragraph that might really, really resonate for you. So I always love to encourage you to really hone your own psychic abilities while we're doing this. So birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Often our path is exactly the one that we don't feel prepared to walk. Walk it anyway. Often what is rising feels far bigger than what we could possibly hold. Be a container for it anyway. Often our creations seem to have a wild, uncontrollable consciousness of their own. Birth them anyway. Often what is ours to do is the very thing that intimidates us the most. Be courageous and do it anyway. We are birthing a new age. Right now, we're in a transition period between ages, in the process of allowing the old cycle to fall away and the new one to rise. Like driving in the fog and trusting the road will appear ahead, we need to release old identities and ways that no longer serve us, using our intuition as a compass. You are part of a group of souls who have been incarnating at significant periods of history, preparing for this exact time. It is time to give permission and space for what is beckoning within to be born. We are dreaming a new world into being. So this is an activation card. So if you wish to receive the activation from this as well, feel free to pop your hand on your heart or your gut or wherever feels good for you. Close down your eyes and receive this. I am open to surrendering to the creations that are wanting to be birthed through me. May I be of service in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. Please use me. Please lead me. Please show me the way. So this is, like I said, this card has come up a few times, and most significantly was just a few weeks ago as we moved into Aries season. So I feel like this is almost kind of pointing to a resurrection of this, right? Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It's the birth, it's the start, it's the initiator. So I feel like this is kind of showing you that whatever was initiated back about a month ago when the new moon in Aries, when the Aries season really started off, whatever you were thinking about then, that you were birthing, that you were bringing into the new, it's coming around again. And this time in this Taurus energy, it's about the grounding. It's about, okay, so I took the steps, I did the amazing things, I had all this energy, and I moved things, and I started things, and everything flew up into the air, and I was chaotic, and I was amazing. How do you now get to take that energy and ground it? What do you need to do tangibly? What do you're going to be thinking about? Okay, how do I actually start to move this forward? Those thoughts are going to come back and be more in that Taurian energy of how do I actually start to make this happen? How do I bring this into the tangible, into the physical? So you're going to be noticing as well, there might be other people around you. This is the conscious energies for the week, that you're going to be noticing that people are coming back with ideas, with things that they were really passionate about, that they wanted to begin. And you're going to start to see that some people are going to start following through with this, whereas others may not. So, but there's definitely an energy of that rebirth, of that new, fresh take on things. And maybe there's something that you were working on that you were really excited about, and then it didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. Now it's almost like it's getting a second chance, a second look at, you know what, that didn't work that way. How about I try this way? So you're going to be really conscious and really thinking about these kinds of things this week. The second card, so this is for the body, and it's the Sisterhood of the Rose. It's a really gorgeous card, this one, Sisterhood of the Rose. So let me read from the book first, so that's there. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. The Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages, it is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all life. You are being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly in nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. You're being called to spend more time in nature, as all ancient secrets live there. Mother Earth is constantly whispering. Spend time admiring her creations, and you will be rewarded with insight and grace. You are being called to take a little more time to both notice the beauty that exists all around you and contribute to the beauty of the world in your own way too. This could be through your own creations or in the little things like how you dress to picking flowers for your home. Every time you devote your time to creating beauty, you harmonize the planet a little more, and the shift in vibration can be felt. So this is an action card in the deck, and the action here is surround yourself with beauty and create beauty wherever you go. So it's really fun that this is, actually come up in the physical, in the body card, because this is an action card. And I keep getting drawn back to, I'm just feeling that connection with the Taurian energy. So Taurus is one of the most luxurious, earthly, grounded. It likes the finer things in life. It likes to feel at home. It likes to feel surrounded by luxury and by the finer things in life, right? I know I'm saying the same words, but that's the things that come to mind. And very stable, right? And so this is the energy that you're going to be feeling this week with this sisterhood of the rose and that devotion to beauty, that there's going to be parts of you that are really, really feeling pulled to something that's going to create beauty for you. So it might be in your environment, it might be in your home, it might be in your workplace, it might be in yourself. You might be feeling like, you know what, it's time for me to freshen up my hair. It's time for me to maybe get some new makeup or a new look for myself or some new clothing, something I feel really good in. There's some sort of call for to surround yourself with physical beauty and to create physical beauty. It might be as well to do with artistic or creative pursuits, that you're really feeling like, you know what, this little creative baby that I've been wanting to birth, right? Birthing a new age. Now is the time to do that. Now is the time for me to paint, to draw, to launch this course, to launch this new thing that I want to do. Now is the time to actually do it, and to anything that inspires beauty you're going to feel really, really strongly, tangibly, you can bring into the now. So this is the card for the body and the physical. And finally, the third card, so this is for the subconscious, the spirit, the underlying energies, the things that are brewing underneath. You're already doing it. You're already doing it. So this is one of only 4 cards in the deck that are in the confirmation section. So there's only 3 other cards in this particular section. So this is a really, really powerful message. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. Do not question things so much. You are on the right track. You are facing the right way. Stop overthink it, it's happening, and you're closer than you think. You are exactly where you need to be, and things are moving at the perfect speed. Do not rush it. Now is not the time to be impatient. Now is the time to walk steady. There is no rush. What you are building is being built. What you have planted soon will blossom. With every new day, a new brick is being laid. You have come a long way. The foundations are steady. Now all that is needed is for you to trust and keep walking forward. If a thought that things should be moving faster enters your head, this is just your ego comparing your rising to someone else. Comparison is not your friend. Stay in your lane, water your own garden, and know that your time to bloom will come soon. So the confirmation for this is you are already doing it. Keep going. So this is that underlying brewing energy that you can really tap into this week if you allow yourself. It's a trust, really, is what it comes down to. And again, I'm feeling that the need to mention that Taurus energy, because it is about the Taurian energy is very stable. It's very consistent. It's very one foot in front of the other. Keep moving forward. Keep trusting that the path is moving forward, no matter how slowly you may seem to be moving, especially compared to that Aries energy that just came and went and just like, whoa, okay, we're done. This is going to feel so much slower, but this is about trust. This is that underlying feeling that you're going to have that even though I am birthing this new age, even though I am feeling so called to bring this beauty into being and to bring my creations into being and actually, bring it into the tangible and all of this stuff that's happening that's new, that I'm feeling like, now is the time to really ground into it. If you start to feel like it's just not happening quickly enough, that's okay. Trust, because you're already doing it. You're already on the path. You are right on time. Things are unfolding exactly as they need to. The beauty of that Taurus energy, whilst it is slower, it is stable, it is strong, and it is consistent, and it is reliable. You can know that what you are doing now, the things that you are birthing, the tangible, beautiful things that you are bringing into the world and that you are focusing on, they are going to be here to stay. They are grounded. They are not going anywhere. They are stable. So trust that energy, and try not to get yourself into a judgmental space of thinking that things need to be moving faster or whatever happens to come up, because this is just not the time for it. This is the time to trust. This is the time to keep putting one foot in front of the other. This is the time to lay those foundations, to seed those foundations, because so much is already happening and so much is already expanding from this, and it's just going to get better and better and better, especially as we keep moving forward. Obviously, we'll see how this all unfolds, but right now, it is the time for you to be solid on what it is that you want, and keep putting those steps one foot in front of the other, and keep thinking as well, to tuning back into your body. How do I get to make this more beautiful for myself? How do I get to make this, surround myself with even more beauty and create more beauty from within? So this is going to be a really, really beautiful week if you allow yourself to trust it, to surrender to it, to move at the pace that it wants to go. So much is going to come through to you, and so much is going to start moving forward. And having the groundwork done, those foundations laid, when it comes the time for energy to speed up, it's going to flourish, because it's going to be so set, it's going to be so consistent, it's going to be so powerful that it's just going to be like a springboard for it. So enjoy this energy. I would love to hear how this resonates with you, what's showing up in your life. Please, I would love for you to comment if you feel called. And of course, hit like, hit subscribe, all the fun things. And I will see you next week for the following reading. Love you so, so, so much. Have a beautiful week. And remember, live life on purpose. Mwah.